Scripts all you.
I'll do that bit again. I'm Jim, I'm the drummer in the Red Pills.
I'm Tom, I'm the dickhead in the Red Pills.
I'm Nick, I'm the Two Scoops. I'm Sean and I'm a bugger, big Colonel D bugger.
Hey Nick, let's make an amazing record!
Somebody tell us about the album.
Right, the album's called Northern Rock, and it's the story of a banker who gets a brilliant new job at Northern Rock. And
Like our friend Will.
Oh yeah, Will's working for Northern Rock now.
Will's getting a special credit for this, I think.
So anyway, so he gets this job at Northern Rock, and then he gets loads of money because he's a banker, obviously, and he spends it all on, sex, drugs, rock and roll. Well, maybe not rock and roll. He's more into dance, I think, and general shit, pop shit.
Stuff we don't like.
Yeah, some of us don't like it, and some of us are kind of a bit ambivalent about it, and then. I don't mind some pop songs if the lyrics are half decent. Anyway, getting off of the point now. So over the course of the album, he comes to realise that his job's not all it was cracked up to be, and he begins to realise that he's being used. By the time he's realised that, it's too late really. So he loses his job, he ends up in a variety of unsavoury situations. Like that. Like choking on someone else's second-hand smoke. And farts. Second-hand farts. And he ends up on the streets, and finally he's saved by someone who's just like a bit of a random act of kindness, which is totally alien to anything he would have done at the start of the album. So it comes full circle.
Income starving, deals to fill his wallet, someone for a time, just don't ask where he got it. Not long ago, he started cold to stroke. Carry ounce of big funds, look for bailout funds. He's found alone tonight. Now he's on the run, ready to return.
Anyways, it's already been like 6 or 7 months, but we're getting near the end now.
Well, the pledge campaign was like December and January, wasn't it?
Yeah. Luckily we gave it. No, hang on. Did I say 26th of June? It's 26th of May. I'm lying. It's 26th of May today. Yeah, we're in the future.
How did you feel about the pledge campaign? Because that went really well towards the end.
Very good question, Martin.
It's a very good question, Mark.
Who wants to take that one? I need a piper in there. That's a very good question, Obo.
It's a tight conversation.
Yeah. Who wants to take that one? How do we feel about the pledge campaign?
Well, it's a weird one. It's the first time we've done it. And
you had some reservations, didn't you, before we did it, I think?
well, because it's a new thing. I didn't know how it worked. I didn't think we could get 70 people to, put some money forward before the thing's even done, And it started off, how long did it run for? About?
It was 2 months in total.
2 months. So out of those 2 months, for about 5 or 6 weeks of that, we barely got half of it, if that, and that's with everybody like pestering the mates and all that and doing that. And then we gave up, didn't we?
I think, we had a meeting really in the studio. It was one Sunday where we were all just sat around really quite despondent and thinking, well, it was worth trying, guys,
Yeah.
Oh well. And then I woke up the following morning and I thought, you know what? Fuck this motherfucker. I'm gonna
Phone me up and said that.
I said, you know what? We'll give it our best shot. We'll keep pestering people. And I think one of the things about asking people for money is it doesn't really sit well with me ever asking people for money. But the truth is, without all the kind of effort people have put in sharing the fact that we were doing the pledge campaign and people's funds, there's absolutely no way that we could release this album this year.
Why are we not writing this song?
Good evening. The news tonight. Proletarian uprising. 2 million people march on Downing Street. If anyone thought that the British were an apathetic race, they can think again.
What's your thoughts? Are you completely fed up with it now?
Surprisingly, no.
Susie
I'm not.
Yeah. Everyone else is.
No, not fed up with it. I think it's just felt like a part of our lives for so long that it's going to be strange when it's actually finished. Should we chat about some of the different instruments and things that we've used? The people we've had in, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we've had hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, Rory and his hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, Rory and his hurdy-gurdy on The Wasting and Worthless,
Yeah.
both of which fucking
Brilliant.
Wasting especially.
Yeah, definitely. Completely redesigned that
I
song.
really wasn't sure what to expect with that. I thought,
Yeah.
well, this could either be fantastic or it could be shit. Thankfully, it was fantastic. So, well done.
The idea was
Bow to your superior judgment.
well, the idea was to get a violin in, but the idea was for a violin.
Yeah,
but,
that's true.
and we did have one or two guys that we could have got in, but then at the last moment I thought, wait a minute, hurdy-gurdy can simulate the violin, so why don't we give him a shot first? Well, I mean, because he's a fucking talented ass musician. Isn't he?
Brilliant musician, yeah. It's an honour to have him in the album, isn't it?
But yeah, it doesn't exactly sound like a violin, like quite similar, but what he's done to it is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Adds a lot of feel to that song.
There's a sax player.
Ian, right, who have been chasing. This is a few months back. Ian's now left Leeds. He was in Leeds for a year and a bit, working
As a waitress in a cocktail bar.
Good it was jamming with everyone and all the time, and so I thought, we've got time. Anytime I can bring him come down, no problem. And then I see a Facebook post or something. Ian's fucking off in like 2 weeks. Shit, right, gotta get onto Ian. So like every day I'm trying to pester him, trying to get onto him.
So you're a sax pest.
I'm a sax pest, just chasing after him, and eventually.
Sax mania.
But luckily we managed to get Ian in for another session, and he did a brilliant job for us on Blue Space, Worthless, Party Hard. There's a couple of licks we
Yeah, a couple of licks in there.
Party Hard, absolutely beautiful. And I paid him Newcastle Brown.
Didn't we give him a Leeds City Council T-shirt? As well? We had a thing going where we basically gave all of our guest artists a shit present.
Well, Leeds City Council t-shirts until we ran out of Leeds City Council.
A shit present. What did we give him after that? Was that?
It's going to be desperate then, when we're running out of stuff.
We gave Thingy that like sponge with a hairband around it, didn't we?
Paul.
Yeah, from Sponge Minton. Paul, who played keys.
First fair, we did have ours.
And I had the thermometer.
Yeah.
Thermometer, yes.
Mine,
Well,
thermometer.
Always
yeah,
useful.
who got the thermometer?
I've seen how hot things
Who got the thermometer?
Was it
Mine.
Oh, was it you?
Me, I got the thermometer.
Yeah, he got the thermometer. He's looking at it.
We were giving Martin the thermometer.
what do we give Cat?
Fuck sake. Keep it down, man. What the hell?
Sorry.
What is he got a vibrating leg? Is that what's going on?
That's right.
Stop. Have you had sex recently?
causes to be.
If you're wondering about the trumpets,
Yeah, that's not in the album.
Right.
And you've had some singers as well, Miranda.
Yeah.
Miranda, yeah. For the last song of the
Miranda.
album.
So yeah, before we go and sing as Paul. Thank you very much, Paul. I'm glad he had it and just nobody. Yeah, Miranda.
Miranda's singing 4 lines on one song, which seems like you might think that's a bit of an insult to get somebody in for just 4 lines, but I just think her voice for that particular character in the song is
It's very
absolutely spot on.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You know, and that's why we asked her.
It was really important.
Yeah,
Especially because it's the last song, it's the climax.
she's got a very unique voice, and she's also, I think, she is the type of person who would just help somebody out like that as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it all
Fits with
fits.
the song,
It
yeah.
all fits.
What's the story behind the character?
She's just a random stranger who helps out the banker when he's sat on the street at the end of the album, and pretty much, you know, he's fearing for his life, and yeah, she just comes and
he was a bastard all along. And then here's how he's someone actually
yeah,
does the decent things.
and like,
lesson learned.
if you read the kind of the notes in the art book as well, she is the character who helps him out is quite a wealthy woman. Because I felt we didn't really have any worthy female characters in there. Like pretty much everybody in the album is a knobhead, apart from her.
Is that alright?
Yeah. Well, I'll have to turn everything else down again, I think, but that's fine as well.
Nick wants you to give it some more testicle, apparently.
God, do I need more bollocks?
Yeah.
Shit.
And so it was important to point out that, you know, we've got a woman helping somebody out, and she's quite a wealthy woman, proving that you can have a bit of brass and not be an arsehole.
Rarity, yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe a bit.
Thank you very much.
It is possible.
That's a wrap on Miranda.
That was quite
Right.
quick, actually.
Have we got any shit to give Miranda?
Yeah, we
Oh
need a
no,
present.
please, guys.
Everybody gets a present, come on.
No.
Right, what have we got?
Should I just pop
We've got this nice new keyboard stand, actually.
Shit, yeah, I was thinking,
Paul's
yeah,
left
I
here,
need
we
one of them,
had some
actually.
keyboards there.
Yeah, like we've got. Look at this.
Where the
Check this
keyboards
out.
No.
are.
Look at this. This
Oh,
is fantastic.
fuck.
We've got an A2 project folder.
Oh, shit.
Wow. And then Kat.
Oh.
Could almost get it. Kat plays his girlfriend
Oh yeah,
on Broken.
that's right, yeah, as well as a couple of other songs.
Yeah, there's a couple of like little.
Backing vocals, which are
vocals on the songs.
irrelevant to the story.
Yeah, well,
It's there, isn't it?
I wouldn't say they're irrelevant, but
And it's his girlfriend, it's tied up.
yeah. His
it's-
girlfriend's tied up.
That's a different dream.
That is a different.
Yeah, that's a different album, yeah,
That's
yeah.
our next album. So yeah, she plays his girlfriend on Broken, and there's a
The fight scene.
yeah. The fight scene was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
It was a lot of fun.
It was so cockney it was hurting her. I was like, oh, you fuck off.
We could do it, Brummy.
Oh, there we go.
To me again. Where have you been this time? Touching up 2 retards in the box.
Well, that's how you and I started out. Didn't bother you back then, did it?
I wanted more.
You wanted much more. You were happy to spend my money and damn the consequences.
Don't pretend you're the bloody Pope. You repeatedly cheated on me, you piece of.
Oh, cheating was it? I never said we were going steady. Neither did you.
I thought you loved me though.
Well, it was love of a sort. I loved fucking you, and yeah, I loved the glamour of it all, don't charge an iron.
You're a sly, deceitful, heartless bastard.
And you're a money-grabbing whore who...
I hope you end up in the gutter like all those people you've exploited. Oh, Scouse. Can't believe you lied to me again.
Oh, here we go.
Where have you been this time? Touching on tabby tarts in the box.
Well, that's how you and I started out. Didn't bother you back then, did it?
I wanted more.
You wanted much more. You were happy to spend my money and damn the
Don't
consequences.
pretend that you're the bloody Pope. You repeated it. I can't. I've got back into cock. Don't pretend friends that you're the bloody poop. You put a piece of fish heated on me, you piece of...
How cheesy was it? I never said we were going steady.
I thought you loved me, though.
Well, it was love of a sort. I love fucking you, and you love the glamour of it all, don't you, denying?
You're a side deceitful, heartless bastard.
And you're a money-grabbing whoring.
You've,
I hope you end up in the...
I know, I've gone back in a brewery, haven't I?
We keep morphing.
You've missed a classic, eh?
I don't think I'd understand it.
It's alright, we got it on camera.
Reading the script at
Have we got it on camera?
Yeah.
I remember the final.
Some real drama school paying up.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was real. It's just,
Well, I think
What's wrong? What have you done with this one?
when I think we'd all gone for a burger, and you'd sat down and wrote a little script for it
Yeah.
with Kat, and we came back, did a couple of takes. It sounded great. But I think we just said, Kat,
We need more melodrama.
just you're a psycho on this one. And luckily she is. So
we might cut that out.
No, I think she'll be
she'll
okay
love
with
it.
that.
Come on, Kat, in the loving way.
You're a psycho.
You're a psychopath in a loving way.
You're a
It's a scary afternoon, wasn't it? Lumps falling out of the ceiling, the windows were shaking.
You're a psycho and you love talking about shit.
So, who's Archie?
Right, so Archie Warner is a news reporter who, on the track from the bottom line, is introducing the news, and he goes to a news reporter on location, and in the background there's a lot of civil unrest, and a protester comes up, smacks him, takes the mic, and the protester starts singing the song, and then at the end of the song we go back to the studio, and Archie has been so kind of incensed and riled up by this protester and the violence. He's been inspired to join the revolution.
There you go. There's Archie reality.
So he has his standing on the desk moment, and basically he's an old rebel, and he sacks his job in, and he's not, everybody's trying to get him to calm down and just continue his news report. He's not interested by that point.
He's a very posh rebel.
Ripping his shirt off. It's
Very
quite
old-fashioned
Yeah, and
posh.
kind of an old school posh, but perhaps realising now that he's not really done anything worthwhile with his life and feeling a bit like he would like to.
Maybe we shouldn't give it an actual crime. Maybe it should be a ridiculous crime.
Yeah.
You know, like
Shoving an auto cue up.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Assault by auto.
Yeah. Mr. Warner, I am charging you with insertion of a foreign body in an inappropriate orifice.
Yes.
This is not Archie now in the A&E. This is somebody else. Now then, Mr. Mr. Brown or something. Let's call him whatever. Now then, Mr. Nobody. No, now then, Mr. Brown. What seems to be the problem? Well, it's a matter for some discretion. I have an auto cue machine lodged in my rectum. The nurse says, how did that get there? And then we cut back to Archie, and he's going, this is a miscarriage of justice! Your superiors will hear this, mark my words! And some cop goes, whatever you say, Mr. Warner, and then there's a...
Let's talk about sound effects.
Before we get to that, anyway, so it's the transition that I really like. The alarm clock goes off. Is Mr. Nobody, our hero, is sleeping. And they
What does he do again? He turns into a pigeon.
I thought it was more Scooby-Doo.
and then
That's one cool album.
And then he fucks in somebody's
and then
loft.
we're straight into the bottom line. We're straight into the bottom line with good evening with Archie Warner. Archie Warner comes in presenting the news, and then Archie Warner rebels and gives them ideas.
Well, we've heard that one before, haven't we?
Just read what's on the auto cue.
Somebody
Run BT!
This minute.
Absolutely preposterous! Oh, blimey!
We got Scooby-Doo there.
Right, you're picking now.
Right, that roast!
Scooby doing it. Right, Godfather, get in there close.
I just got Scooby-Doo singing that whole album in my head now.
Oh dear. I'm not a number.
Oh dear. Right.
Yeah, so we've got some sound effects in. What have we got? We've got rain.
Kazoo. We've got
The
kazoo.
No kazoo. No kazoo.
Oh, we haven't got any kazoo on this.
No kazoo on this one. Save it for next stuff. We'll just call it
Feel
kazoo.
good. I feel good.
Hey, dude, leave your headphones on. Dude, leave your headphones.
I knew that
Shut
I
up.
would.
Yeah, we're gonna have a listen till we finish that.
Alright, Carl, sorry.
So good. I need you. Hey.
We've got some rain.
We've got some rain. We've got some we've got a door slamming.
Not yet. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah.
We have got a door slamming.
Oh, that's the alternate ending, which isn't on the album. It's only for those who have pleasure to get the triple CD version. Will get the extended, the alternate ending to Bottom Line, which Mr. Godfather himself participated on. Where basically Archie goes to jail. Well, the song on the album ends with, you know, Archie's dancing on the desk, he's rebelling, he's leaving his job and all that shit. And I'll stick your auto cue up your beep. The song ends. However, there is more, which you don't see on the album. That's where Archie goes to jail, and that's where the door slam comes in. But anyway,
You'll find that on the Pirate Bay in about 3 months.
Cheers for the vote of confidence there.
Well, at least that means want it.
Oh yeah. Let's hope we get that far.
anyway, all sound effects on this album are authentic. It's really wanted it to be like that.
Yeah, we didn't nick them off the internet.
Yes. So, there's crowd sound for Party Hard, crowd sounds, the big crowd, footsteps, which I'll be recording soon as well. I don't know if you don't know. So he's basically creating the effect like he's walking into the club. So all that stuff, it's all authentic.
Let's have a bit of a chat about the Mr. Bag thing. That all grew out of us just being absolutely stupid. Yeah, ourselves, as Sean says. I can't remember. Oh no, I can remember what started it. So what happened was we were setting up the recording for the demos, I think. And Nick was trying to balance a microphone stand just above the snare, and it kept, because it was a bit of a floppy stand, it kept going like a limp erection. Well, that doesn't work, does it? Like a limp dick. You can't have a limp erection, can you? Anyway,
we won't query that one.
Yeah, it's like a limp dick, so it kept going like that. So to balance it out, to counterbalance it, we put Jim's bag on the other end. And as Jim's bag was hanging there, I was like, that looks a bit like a face. So I started making it talk. And then the voice came out, and then it all just snowballed from there, didn't it? And next thing you know, 2 weeks later, we've got about 10, 15 bags sitting around.
Because the bag, you know, what the like little straps, little hooks on the straps, and they zip it down. It looked like a face, didn't it? And the voice was basically just John Prescott, and like the face actually looked like John Prescott.
Yeah.
And from that day forward, we made sure it was our priority as a band to make sure we found every bag that looked like it had a face on it. We were pretty much law at that point.
My name is Mr. Scissors, and I used to have a job at a bank until I was made redundant. Oh, where is me? Where is me? Now I live on the streets, and it's horrible. All sorts of scruffy ne'er-do-wells there, and they want to hurt me. And I'm such a blunt pair of scissors. A sharp pair of scissors would be able to defend itself, but I'm such a blunt pair of scissors. I am the evil folder, and if you don't buy this album by the red pills, I will kill you.
Alright guys, my name is Scouser Box, and the red pills are some of my best friends. So, what it is right fella, I was down the fucking... Oh, my nose has dropped off! Me nose has dropped off! Is that me nose or me
We don't need no toilet paper. We don't need no toilet roll. No dark sarcasm in the bathroom. We don't want those red pills ourselves. But so that blooming Russian, he's been pulling my chain. He's been driving me round the U-bend. Oh no, here he comes! Here he comes! Get up! I don't want it! Get up! Go away! You bloody Russian! Get back off!
Where is Mr. Bag now?
Is he off on tour now?
He's off on tour, yeah. I think he's making some movies alongside, like, you know, Bradley Cooper. He's in Hangover 3.
It's on the Great Bag show.
The Bag Lebowski.
Back to the Future.
From Rucksack with Love.
Yeah. It's actually
The Good, the Bag, and the Ugly.
Yeah, that's going to be good, isn't it?
Love Satchely.
It's good. It's good life. It's the best bits of the video.
What's all the new stuff then? Random songs or another theme?
I think this time it's just a little bit more freer, isn't it? It's,
A little bit, yeah.
because obviously with you know, Northern Rock album, it's been like 2 eras, Freddie and me. With, you know, I can't remember how long we've spent doing it.
With the resources we've got, I don't think we can do 2 concept albums in a row. If we were doing it every day and it was our job, which of course we would dearly love it to be, and none of us are under any illusions that, you know, we're ever going to be rich or all like that.
Crush the spirits with a vicious gimmicks. Radio leaders for blessing and merit. Context broken is duplication. And fuzzy and meaningless. Nothing wake station. There is safety in anonymity. Mutual bonding capacity. Band in favor of
Legend, yeah. We're using his funk machine.
And it's not bass, not a name for happy.
Brings atmosphere death, decent subdued, a purge on outlets, digression's refuge, internalized fights, distance and obstacles sanitized. Spark disconnected at your behest, divide and conquer your proud epithet.